Need one. Two.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
Hey, so sorry about the camera. I'm on my phone right now and about, like where I am and whatever. My mom just took to kind of run around and stuff since I've been having to work like crazy and I haven't really gotten a whole lot of sleep. So she's kind of giving me a little bit of a break before I go to work again tonight, which was really nice. It's been helpful. So anyway, so I was just watching YouTube, of course, because that is my life. I do other things, I promise, but it just so happens that right now I was watching Tribe Tyler's vlog, and he is at Vloggerfair, and he was talking about how interesting it was that the profession that he's in is very social. It's probably one of the most social professions there is, and they were talking about how they're meeting all these people and going to these events, and they have all these fans and all this, and I think that is really interesting for someone who, he said that he's normally pretty shy, so this kind of gets him out of his bubble and forces him to be a little more social. And I can understand that. I think that it is interesting how some people just fall into a habit. They fall into this. They fall into the whole YouTube thing. And I think a lot of people who are doing YouTube aren't naturally outgoing, or at least they weren't when they started. I think that all of us have something that there's a reason why we want to show ourselves on YouTube. And I'm not saying that because we are egotistical or in search of attention or publicity or anything like that. I just think it's that, at least from what I've seen, the people I've seen, it almost seems like we're all the people from high school who didn't have a huge group of friends and we all kind of stuck in the background, and now we get a chance and we found a way to be able to kind of come out of our shells a little bit more. Not more some than others. I mean, obviously, like Shay Carl is not shy. I don't know that he ever was shy, but look at how he started out. And he's definitely a very different person now than he was when he first started YouTube. So I think really this is a kind of a cool way to get out of your shell and to be creative, and it's a safe place to be somebody I think you've always wanted to be but never knew how. So I'm very, very, very happy to be a part of this, even though it's been less than a year and it's been less than 3 months even. And I just feel very fortunate that I have been allowed to be a part of this group of people who are on YouTube. So, but the other thing is that I want to also share how, even though it is very social, it's very individual as well. You know, you're behind a camera, it's just you most of the time, like me. I'm filming myself right now by myself. I'm not surrounded by a group of people. I can choose to not put myself in a position where I'm surrounded by a bunch of people. Sometimes it can be very lonely. And you can choose which way you want it to go. You can choose to be outgoing and social and put yourself out there and get out of your own little box and, you know, have this be your excuse to experience new things and do things you wouldn't normally do. And yes, sometimes that is hard to do and you don't always have the ability to do that. But on the other side of that, you can also choose to have this be your way of putting yourself out there without putting yourself out there, you know. So I'm hoping to do the first. I'm hoping that this allows me to do things that I've never thought I would be able to do or wanted to do. I want to try new things, and I want to make myself uncomfortable. So anyway, I just thought I would put that in there. I thought that was an interesting observation by him. And I can't wait to go to Vidcon. I'm really excited. So hopefully that happens next year. Alright, so this is kind of a nothing bit that I may not even use in the vlog, but I realized that we didn't have a whole lot today. Just me kind of monologuing. So I figured, why not monologue some more? But I just got to work, and I'm just sitting in the garage in my car because I'm here early. And I could go in, but there are a ton of people here, so I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, yesterday I clocked in early because it was really busy. And I feel like if I go in today, like right now, I'll have to clock in again because it's really busy. And normally I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm fine clocking in early and helping out and all that. But I just kind of feel like it's my third day in a row. And yes, I know most people work 5 days in a row. But I just got honked at, I think. I don't know. But the way my shifts work, they're longer shifts for less days. I also work part-time. So, I mean, everybody I work with basically works 5 days, but they have shorter shifts too. So it all kind of evens out, I guess. But yeah, it's my third day in a row, and I'm working off of very little sleep. So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna relax a little bit right now. Probably not for too much longer. I'll probably end up going in because I'm that kind of person. But for right now, just chillaxing with some birds. Watching the birds. I don't want to go in. I like my job. I like the people I work with. I like where I work. All that. But you know those days where you're just like, I would rather be in my pajamas. That's kind of where I am right now. Especially since, you know, like 30 minutes ago I was in my pajamas. It's not true, but I felt like I was. Although I wear scrubs to work. I am basically in my pajamas when I'm at work too, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but alright. Well, I hope you guys are having a good one. I am just, I don't know, seeing everybody else at Vloggerfair makes me really excited for next year. So I know Playlist Live is in March, excuse me, but for a lot of reasons I don't think we're gonna go to that one. Money for one. I mean, we wouldn't have a whole lot of time to save up for that trip because in January we're going to Florida, so it would be a lot to try to get saved up for 2 tickets and somebody to watch unless he was coming with us, and then it would be 3 tickets plus a hotel plus the tickets to get in. So so I think we're gonna try to do VidCon, and I've signed up for their emails, so hopefully we'll find out at some point when it is. I know it's usually around August. Not August. I thought I heard it was August a couple years ago. But so that would give us some more time to save up and kind of figure out where we're staying, and then we might get to visit. We might get to visit some family and friends and stuff while we're there because it's in California. So, so that's kind of a thought. Or there is always Vloggerfair in Seattle, but I guess we'll just have to figure out tickets and how much everything is, and if we can find a way to get to California. If it would be better to get to Seattle, we can do that. But we'll just have to see. And who knows what happens next year too. I'm hoping that at some point we can join the ranks of the VIPs who get to go. I know we're very far from that, but I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, at some point somebody will want to come see us when we go there. I think that would be so much fun. I mean, just the thought of somebody knowing who we were is just amazing. Although the thought of talking to these people who I watch on YouTube is amazing too. Like doing a Google Hangout with Daily Bumps would be amazing. Like talking to Missy and Brian would be great. Talking to Tribe Tyler would be really cool. Just any of them. I mean, Shay Carl, if I talk to Shay Carl, I might faint. So yeah, total fangirl. Anyway, I think it would just be really cool to see all of them in one area too, you know, and I know it's crazy busy, so we probably won't end up taking but I'm sure he would have a good time. I just think that it would be really overwhelming. I think it'll be overwhelming for me to go, so I can only imagine for a 2-year-old, or I guess 3 at that point, how overwhelming that would be. So, like I said before, if you guys have been to any of those events, just let me know. Let me know what it was like. Let me know when you found out how much the tickets were and the dates. Because I don't know if they do, if they announce it ahead of time, or how far ahead of time, or whatever. So if you guys know, let me know, and then I can kind of tentatively put it on the calendar, and that way I know for work, and then for just financial whatever, we can kind of figure out how much we'll need to save for that. And yep, so I guess I should probably go in, start my work day. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.